Unfortunately, I don't have any quotes for this one. How's it going, guys? I'm Barry.
Hey, and this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This.
Music.
How's it going, guys? Oh, man. So we are starting a new month. As of today, we are starting. Actually, I'm really wondering why it took us so long to do this month.
Right?
Because
this is a great theme.
And it's time travel. And for this one, we're not really going to be doing anything like iconic for you guys, like no Back to the Future 1, 2, or 3.
Right? Yeah. Like we always do, kind of do the underrated stuff.
Yeah, we've already done Time Cop for you guys for Van Damme month.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoyed that month.
Right. That should have been the last of the Van Damme movies, and then it could have led into this one. Oh, we got to plan things better.
But yeah, so this one we're really looking at just the different type of time travel movies, because it's not always a plucky
right,
teenager and an adult man going into a car and
right,
hitting 88 miles per hour.
Or H.G. Wells, where this guy builds a time machine and just travels. Yeah.
So I mean, okay, so for Kobe, how would you classify time travel? Because obviously, yes, there's like machines that you could get into that like pushes you forward into time, but as we see in today's movie, there is no what's it called, a vehicle for the time travel that they're doing.
Right.
Because for them, time is still going.
Because they didn't really realize that they were traveling through time.
Yeah. I guess this is more like, in this movie, it's more of like, I guess, a time bubble? You would say, or like a time case that they're in.
Right.
But so would you still...
Then there's like multiple levels to it as well.
Cause then, and then there's also, so I'm a big fan of, obviously, if you've been following this channel, sci-fi shows.
Right.
And so there's a show called The Magicians.
Oh, yeah.
And spoiler alert, in the most recent season I've seen, they have a spell where they put their consciousness into a past or future version of themselves. Which Mayakovsky says it's a timeshare spell. And so would you count that as time traveling?
Right, because you are kind of moving through time.
Yeah, right? Or even
if you're not physically, you're at least mentally. Because I guess time travel could also include just
the
peering
consciousness
into the future, into the past.
Right? Or having future knowledge and going into the past.
Right.
Vis-a-vis the Guinness betting book thing from... what is it called? From Back to the Future. God, what's the bully's name? I can't remember his name now.
Biff?
Biff, yes. I will call it the Biff theory.
Yes.
Or even like in X-Men's Days of Future Past or whatever. Where,
right. That's a good example of.
Who was it? Like they sent Wolverine's consciousness into the past, right?
Yes.
So that counts as time traveling, right?
Right.
Because I feel like any version of yourself in the future that goes into the past or the future is, beyond whatever.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could probably break this category up into a bunch of like subcategories, but
right. But it's all a part of time because it has to do with time. Right.
Yes.
And so if you guys are wondering what the movie is for today, unless you didn't read the title, it's a Time Trap.
Time Trap.
Which it's on Netflix. If you guys want to check it out, I feel like it's a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I definitely, when I first pulled it up, I was thinking this was going to be like bad sci-fi channel kind of like cheapo movie, but it's got some decent actors in it that have been in other things, and it's got a...
Well, it has siblings of A-list stars.
Right.
Well, is Owen Wilson still an A-list star? He is, right?
Yeah.
He's so meme-worthy.
Yes.
Wow.
Right?
And you do have other people who've been like sort of side characters or like even just one-offs and TV shows and other movies. So I mean, it's not like a total like dead or like D-list actors.
Right. Yeah. Everybody that's plays a major role in this has been in multiple other things.
Yeah.
So nobody's like fresh meat.
And so, what's it called? This movie, I was actually really happy before we get it started. When I saw the trailer, it looked like it was going to be a found footage style of movie.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm not a really big fan of.
Because they do delve into that a little bit, but it is.
But it's more for exposition in small doses. It's not like the entire
not
movie.
Blair Witch.
Yeah, or what's it called, panorama activity. Paranormal activity, you know. I like it that it's a little bit of found footage because it adds to like finding out what's happening.
Right. Yeah. Fills in some of the blanks, kind of.
Yeah, which I'm really happy about. So this movie came out, what's it called, 2017. Apparently, it premiered at the Seattle International Film Festival, and it just went to video on demand, so you can get it on your Cox or whatever you guys watch stuff on.
But since you all have Netflix, just watch it there.
Exactly, until they take it out. But you know, since Disney took out everything, I'm pretty sure they're trying to fill it out with more crap. More crap for us to watch, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we just get started.
Yep.
So really the movie starts off with, we see this very Indiana Jones-esque type of person.
Yeah.
Hopper, or Owen Wilson's brother.
Yeah.
Is he older or younger? He looks older.
He may be older.
But he might just be stressed from the like non-fame that's happening.
Right, because there's another...
Luke Wilson, yes. Yeah, but he's also famous.
Yes.
I think he was famous before Owen Wilson, right? Or did they come up at the same time?
They came up about the same time.
Okay. Yeah, so he's an archaeologist. He's going through like caves. I guess that's what he's studying, but I don't know what you could really find in Texas in caves. I think that's where they are, but
right, because they mentioned the Alamo.
Yeah, the Alamo. But it appears that he's really looking for people. Like, it looks like he's been trying to delve. He finally found this old Volkswagen hippie van that he's been searching for. And so he calls his 2 teaching assistants, hey, give me a bag. It's for, like, you know, cave diving, or not diving, but cave exploring.
Spelunking.
Yeah, so, but he tells Jackie, hey, don't tell Taylor I'm going to do this.
Right.
And Taylor is the more ambitious portion of the duo.
Right, and I get what he's a college professor and they're both his grad students.
Yeah, it's like they're teaching assistants.
They're teaching assistants, yeah.
But, you know, when he gets back to the house, Jackie obviously has told Taylor because no one can keep a secret in the world.
So true.
No, but like really it's because Jackie didn't have a car, so she called Taylor, like the only other friend she knows with a car. But Hopper says, like, you guys aren't coming to this expedition. I need to do this alone.
Right.
Which, I mean...
no explanation.
I mean, if we've learned anything from James Franco, is that in 127 hours, you might have to cut your arm off.
Yeah, don't go spelunking alone.
And especially in, like, really remote places where no towers or nothing satellite-ish is going to pick you up. But apparently Taylor and Hopper know, you know, where he's going. But we see Hopper. He does go back to the cave site.
Yep.
He before he gets his pack and goes home, he sees that there's a man in a cave. He looks like almost like just a rancher type of guy.
Yeah, like a West kind of.
But in Texas, it's pretty normal attire.
Yes.
But he does see that on his hip he has a revolver, and he is like, "Oh nope, gotta go, boss." And boss is the name of the dog. And so when he gets back there, I think like a day later, the guy's still in the same spot.
Yeah, still just within the mouth of the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, but almost around the corner where you can see his face.
Yeah.
So you might be thinking he's like on watch, but he's still in the same position and still wearing the same clothes. So I definitely red flag already up. But he tells boss, who is one of the greatest tragedies of this film to stand watch outside, like a squirrel won't catch his attention.
He's a
jackrabbit.
Dog. He's a focused dog.
But say goodbye to Boss, because that's the last time you'll ever see him. I'm pretty sure he just died.
They never explained. That is horribly sad. Now, thanks.
But yeah, what's it called? Hopper does make his way into the cave, but he sort of gets to a point in the entrance where he feels moisture coming off of the cave.
Yeah, like a just like this, like a change of atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, but I don't know enough about caves to where like our cave is always just supposed to be like really cold and dry, or
maybe cold and wet,
right? But then but then they're in Texas, right? So I guess maybe like if there's moisture in there has to be water somewhere,
right? So maybe it's a natural spring or something, and this is just kind of that
open,
barrier where it's hot outside and then cool in the cave, and so it kind of makes that like
kind of like atmosphere.
Yeah.
But the moment he gets past a point into the entrance, the cowboy starts moving.
Yes.
But as you see Hopper's face going into the cave, you see in the behind him that it's sort of like the fan effect, the vent fan effect that's going on.
Right.
Where it goes, and it's just like night, day, which we don't know yet.
Right. It could definitely be like the sun is hitting bushes and it got windy outside and it's like shadow flickery.
But for like the entire cave though. But then after that, it cuts to black. It's been a couple days now, and now Taylor is freaking out because he's like, we gotta go after him because he's been gone for a couple of days without any explanation, without any communication.
Right, he didn't bring camping stuff. He just brought a little bit of cave climbing stuff. So yeah, he was definitely not out for a long trip.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely time to do a search rescue type of deal. And so he's at Jackie's house, but like I guess neither of them. Oh no, they don't have a car for off-roading.
Right, and they got to go off-road with this.
Yeah,
because the professor I guess had a satellite picture of the caves.
Yeah,
and then so they
have the GPS, the coordinates.
Yeah,
of it all. So, but they have to get an off-roading vehicle, and Jackie's like, oh, hey, why don't you just use the girl that's thirsting after you? But he's like, no, I don't want to do that. But he's like, yeah, but she's the only one with a Range Rover, I guess. That's the only off-road car that someone... I think
they apparently don't know very many people in Texas. Because it seems like in Texas, everybody has that kind of...
An off-road vehicle,
I don't
right?
live there. That could be very stereotypical.
No, I'm pretty sure every truck commercial we've seen is shot somewhere in Texas.
Right. They all work out with
Canyonero. But yeah, it's so they call up the girl that has a crush on him. They say like, hey, bring your 13-year-old niece on this cave expedition because that's safe.
Well, because they don't really they assume they're gonna go out there. They're gonna just look in the cave. They're gonna find the professor. Everything's gonna be okay. And so the girl who's got the truck is like, well, I'm babysitting duty, and they're just like, bring her.
Well, like she has a project that she has to do, and well, if she does this, I guess she's gonna get an A.
Yeah.
So that's like also another stimulation that they agree upon. And so we cut to the girl's house. Dad's like, I like him. He's a 4-letter jacket guy for rugby.
Yeah, he definitely looks like, the football jock.
Well, he kind of looks like, what's it called? Green Arrow's cousin?
Oh, uh-huh.
Stephen Amell or whatever. The guy who plays Firestar before he dies. I have to blow my nose. But... but the dad likes the guy. He's like, how would I let you borrow my car if I didn't like the guy?
Right.
Which, I don't know how I feel about that, because they're going to some house party. Apparently, the father thinks they're going to Hamilton's pool.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's Hamilton, I guess maybe there's like a hotel.
Right. But I guess he also feels a little bit safer if they're going to go to a party and they're bringing the 13-year-old and her nerdy friend.
Oh, because they can't get too wild.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, so they get picked up, but the niece, or what's it called? Not the niece, the sister, the little sister. She's like, hey, we have to go pick up Furby, which is like an unfortunate nickname for. But then,
or very cruel parents.
But then when you see him, it almost fits.
Yeah,
he kind of like
Furby shaped.
What's really weird to say, but every time I looked at that kid, I just kept thinking, is that Ron Jeremy's nephew or something?
Super young Ron Jeremy.
Well, the way he acts.
Yes, and then he's very pervy, yes.
Yeah. Because when you first see Furby into the scene, he's hanging out in the back, and Jackie is putting things away. Now, Jackie is like the very attractive TA.
Yep.
And then he slightly grazes his hand on her arm, which... I don't know who's raising this kid, but I would hope that you would tell him, like, hey, that's not cool.
Right.
But, you know, Jackie, I don't know, but she just tosses it aside as, like, this kid's just a 13-year-old horn dog.
Yep.
Whatever. But we go into the whole trip, and he proceeds to call her baby, love. Like,
right, it's this ongoing thing, and since she never says no, he just is encouraged to continue to.
Well, like, it's because she sees him as, like, super non-threatening.
Oh, right.
Right? Like, you're not gonna. But yeah, so they make their way to the cave system. It's sort of almost like they're vlogging it at this point.
Right, yeah, because that's part of the
project.
The project that little sister has is
Yeah.
she's got to film.
And then Furby, he has a YouTube channel, I guess. I don't know. Everyone has a YouTube channel.
Yep.
Except for us. But they make their way into the caves. They're exploring the mouth of the cave. They find the van that Hopper found.
Right.
Which is like, oh my god,
the hippie wagon.
He found the hippies. This is probably why he's in there right now. But they also see a whole bunch of, like, just rope. Like,
right, they accidentally
anchored.
kind of come across an old piece of rope that's anchored between the car and
the entrance of the
of one of the...
But it's like, you know, that one's like too old. He's like, this can't be Hopper's because this rope was way too old.
Yeah.
And then they look down, but they're like, that's like 90 feet deep or whatever. So they do end up propelling there, and they leave Furby in the back, like on top, on the surface.
Right.
Because, well, first Furby doesn't want to go in because there's bugs, and it's okay, man. I understand. I wouldn't want to go in there either. Like,
yeah. And they give him like a walkie-talkie, and they're like, hey, if there's any problems, we can talk to you. At least buzz each other. Little Morse code buzz button.
I guess, but man, how strong are those like walkie-talkies? Because it's like a lot of rock to get through.
Right? But I guess if you have the opening, it should be able to.
Or maybe they have like the industrial walkie-talkies.
Right.
So they leave him in the back. They're like, hey, chirp us if there's anything happening. Keep watch. Make sure the ropes are cool. Because like before, they see ropes, and it doesn't look cut off, but it's definitely cut off.
Yeah.
You know? Because it doesn't look like a clean cut. It's all frayed and all that stuff. So they're kind of worried about that. But, yeah, so they do make the descent down. Jackie and the 13-year-old sister, they make their way down first.
Right, and in the talking, it becomes very clear that the 13-year-old has done multiple climbs with her sister.
Yeah. So everyone...
they're proficient.
Yeah, like...
it's not just like, hey, let's throw a 13-year-old down this cave.
So, yeah, you know, in Texas, only one of your friends is going to have an off-roading vehicle, but everyone can mountain climb.
Yeah, yep. That's typical.
Or rock climb. But yeah, so what's it called? Kara and Taylor, the main guy, and the girl who has a crush on the main guy, are propelling down, and she's trying to say, like, hey, to her sister, like, answer me. But obviously, there's no answer. And then she also notices the moistness.
Right, as they're climbing down.
But, you know, they just chalk it up to whatever, and then they make their way down. And so, like, now they're sort of exploring this cave. But they, God, what's it called?
And it's a huge mass of caves. I mean, at this point, they're in certainly in an area that is much larger than my living room, like open area. And then there's caves going off in both directions from it.
But, like, as they're in the main cave, they start hearing sort of growls and noises. Mm-hmm. Off into the distance, so obviously they're gonna freak out. because everyone's seen The Descent at least once.
Right. Yep.
So Jackie tries to climb her way out, but the moment she gets about, I want to say 15 to 20 feet off to the ground, the rope cuts off.
Yeah.
And so she falls, and what's it called? Taylor catches her, but she injures her ankle.
Right, and then his hand gets stuck in the harness as she's falling and breaks his pinky, I guess.
Well, he breaks his middle and ring finger, which is like essential for Spider-Man-ing things. But now they're both injured, and so they're all freaking out because they think Furby's playing some weird joke.
Right, and that he had just kind of tossed the rope down.
Yeah, but I also think, come on, like you're not giving this kid a lot of credit.
Right.
He might be a pervert, but he's not trying to murder anybody. Like, but they are freaking out. They're trying to radio Furby.
Right, and they can't come up with any other explanation, and Furby has the walkie-talkie, so if somebody had showed up, they assume he would radio down to them, because at this point they're still in, like, they're just down the hole. There was no way the radio wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And if the rope just comes falling down, then, it's gotta be
Furby,
stupid kid playing games.
But then the sister is like, no, I've known Furby since kindergarten, like, he wouldn't do this type of joke.
Yeah.
Because obviously, a lot of people can get hurt or even die. So, but yeah, they have no communication with him until Taylor starts screaming more, and then it starts to chirp more, and then they notice that there's a little chirping down a hallway.
Yes, down the dark cave.
Which, red flag number 2. Well, I also would have thought maybe someone got the jump on Furby, and then it was like, "What are you doing here, kid?" It's Texas. That's my Texas accent.
Right. It's pretty open, so
yeah,
it would be difficult to get the jump even on like a little kid who's playing around and not paying attention.
Right. Oh, but so Taylor finally gets an answer on the walkie-talkie, and it sort of sounds like, from the first time you hear it, it sounds like a groaning, but It almost. So from when I watched this, when I heard it, I was like, "Oh my god, he's so old now." What did you think? Like when you first heard his voice through the walkie-talkie?
Right, because it does. It sounds like how you expected the cowboy you saw entering the cave at the beginning to sound.
Yeah. But he's just like, "Bro, it's me, Furby." And I was just like thinking how depressing it is to be 70 years old and still be called Furby. But they explore the cavern more, and there's like this really weird rock mountain inside the cavern,
right?
That leads up to another hole that they could escape from. But Kara, the older sister, she climbs up it, but as she looks down and she sees something horrible, so she tells Taylor to move her sister away. But then Jackie, she's crawling into the hallway, all Descent-like. And they're, freaked out. But I'm like, if it was me, I was like, there's no other person that's in there but Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah. They go back into the room. Kara's, visibly upset. She's like, don't let her see her. Taylor goes over and sees Furby has fallen.
Yep. And is dead.
Is dead, yes. Super dead. And then they try to use their GoPro to look over as Jackie is watching on the phone, because all their GoPros are hooked up wireless or Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees Furby's body. He's like, "Oh man, don't go over there."
So she immediately runs over there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. She's 13.
Yeah.
And so now they're all upset, but they take Furby's GoPro.
Right, because they see that it's actually still running. So they're like, well, maybe if we look at this, we can see what happened.
Yeah.
Was he just looking down the hole? Did somebody push him? Because, the ropes have been being cut. Maybe there is foul play afoot.
Afoot. Oh, man, someone just watched Knives Out. Did you watch that?
No.
Daniel Craig says it a lot. There's something afoot here. But yeah, and so they go through the footage of Furby. But as they go through the footage, Furby's playing out almost an entire day.
Right.
And to them, they're like, No, because we've only been here an hour. Why is it already sunset?
How is he able to do that kind of trick photography on a GoPro where he makes it look like it's nighttime?
But it as they keep playing it out, Furby is starting to look more tired and all that stuff. He's starting to look more dirty. And they go into the cave, which I believe was a Friday.
Right.
And when finally Furby has to make his descent down, it's a Tuesday.
Right.
But they're watching this all play out. Furby is freaking out because he's running out of water. He's running out of food.
He's eating all the food.
No one knows where they are.
Yeah, the Jeep that they came up in, he heard coyotes at night, so he's left the lights and the radio running all night. So now the battery's dead, so he actually decides that these people, like his friends, are all dead.
Yeah.
And that he has to climb down there to see if he can find Hopper's keys so that he can get into Hopper's car and at least attempt to leave.
Right. Because the Range Rover that they drove in is a stick shift.
Right.
And so even as an adult, if you never learned on a stick shift, that is not the one you want to start off on.
Right.
The automatic is like almost a video game. But yeah, so he tries to make his way down, but as you see it from Furby's point of view, it's starting to do that light show again.
Right.
And then at this point, this is where you see, like, pretty horribly that, like, from his point of view, he's falling, and you see him just fall and everything fall out of him. Presumably breaks his necks.
Right.
Right. So everyone's pretty upset. They're like, we gotta find a way to get out of here. And so Taylor tells Kara, hey, you have to free climb because you're the only one that can.
Right, because my ankle hurts and his finger's broken.
So. Yeah. So they're all pressuring her, and she's like, fine, I'll try it. I will try it. But before she makes her way up there, Taylor stops her, and he's like, be careful out there. Because I think, there's something going on with that.
Right, there might be somebody out there. Yeah, we don't know.
But he also tells her the theory that he's like, I think those are days going by.
Yeah, that we are in some type of time tunnel.
Did you not just want to say time trap?
Time trap.
Yeah. So she's like, okay, I will free climb, which that's also already scary. I mean, I remember as a kid going up the jungle gym, to the top, or even kids, they used to go on top of the what's it called, the baseball home thing.
Yep.
Like kids would used to and that's already scary enough,
Right.
But yeah, so she free climbs the shit out of that, which is like awesome.
And right before she leaves, two things happen. Taylor gives her a GPS beeper.
Oh, yes.
And it was like, hey, this is a beacon. Get it up there. You should easily be able to get a satellite signal. And then you can just, boop, hit the help button. And that way people can track it down to us. And then her sister gives her the GoPro. And it's like, here, in case there's anything weird up there, here's the GoPro. You can take some pictures of it.
Yeah. And also, like, the rope. I think she had a rope,
right, because she took the rope so that she could tie it and then drop it back down.
But the moment she gets up there, it is not looking like the lush greenery.
Right, it is.
That it was.
Very desolate.
Yes. Oh, I did forget to say, Hopper did end up leaving the cave in the beginning of the movie. Because, the gun, again, but when he leaves it, it's already been like a couple years, or like it's been like years.
Yeah, because he gets to his car and his car is dead. It's covered in
vines. It looks like a car like in Jurassic Park. It's just covered. Everything's like his badge is decaying.
Right.
And so
he is also putting together like his theories on what's happening, and he sees another car, so he's like, hey, I'm from the archaeology department. I'm coming over to your car. Don't shoot me. I want to see if there's jumper cables
or a battery I can steal.
Right. So he gets over to the Jeep, and then he sees the
backpack.
This student teacher's backpack in there, and
so he decides he has to go back into the cave as well.
Right, because he realizes then that they had come looking for him.
Yeah. So that's just a little thing I forgot. Sorry, guys.
It happened at about that same time period, though.
Yeah. But yeah, so Kara, she does make it up to the top. Awesome for her. Yeah, like I said, there's no greenery. It almost looks like the set of The Martian with Matt Damon.
Yes.
But the moment she gets up there, she finds it hard to breathe. And she's trying to yell down the hole like, there's something wrong with the air in here, guys. And so she's taking the GoPro. She's trying to show it as she's like doing the beacon.
Right, and she can't get a signal on the
No
beacon.
signal. And so she's doing all the filming. And then in the sky, you see this triangle object just floating in there.
Right.
Like the clouds had parted just for that thing.
and there's like an oncoming, like, from the Mummy, like, sandstorm coming.
Yes. But, like, it's weird, too, because you could actually see it in the sky. Like, you could see space.
Oh, right. Yes.
Which, I don't know, like, I guess is, like, the atmosphere is just so thin now? Or something?
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
I don't know how that stuff works, guys. If you guys want to shoot me an email about it, go ahead.
Science us up a little.
Science it up. But yeah, so she makes her way back down. She's like freaking out. She's like, Taylor, oh my god. She gets back down. Jackie accuses her. She's like, hey, if you didn't want to go up there, then whatever. And Kara's just super confused.
Right. She's like, I was up there for like at least a half an hour.
Yeah, and so she gives them the GoPro. And they see... They're like looking at the whole footage of what we just seen. And then so Taylor gives Kara the phone to watch his GoPro. And it's just her talking, going up, and then her automatically coming down.
Right. And it definitely, it doesn't even sound like she ever even made it to the top.
Yeah, right? So now it just confirms Taylor's suspicions of time going by so fast.
Right.
Up there. But another thing is that the little sister notices something on the video because she's like she's rewatching it. What's it called? They see that Furby actually wasn't dead when he comes down, and that there's a caveman-like being that murders Furby.
Yeah.
But then they end up rewatching the video, and she notices something about the sky.
Yeah, the way that the sun is going across, it keeps moving from up. It's going left to right, but every time it goes slowly up and then slowly down as well. So they realize or theorize that possibly now it's going as in like years, like these are the different seasons.
Yeah.
That the tilting of the earth is slowly changing back and forth. And
yeah, because there's only certain parts of that rotation where you actually see the sun right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And so now they're freaking out even harder. They're like, oh my god. And then for some reason they're like, oh, you know what we should try? To go up there again. But before they can get up there...
Right, because now they're just like, we got to get out of here because time is going, who knows? This may be 10 years that we've been down here. They have no idea. And then the one other little flashback is as they're watching the Furby video.
Yeah,
he's bored because there's no TV, so he finds a book.
Oh yes.
In the hippie wagon.
Hopper's father's book.
Yeah. And it kind of explains that it is the search for the fountain of youth.
Yes. So yeah, they do have a plan to go back out. But then again, after watching that video on the phone, I don't think you want to go back out, right?
Right. And they even say that they're like, we either leave now and all leave together and face what's upstairs, or we just decide that we're just permanently in this hole for the rest of our lives.
Boom. Cave. I am super up for the cave. Because obviously she can't breathe. And then now it's been like, 100 years up there while we're having this conversation? What makes you think I could breathe now?
Right.
But they do try to go up there. But before Kara can make it up to the top, this ladder just... Thor's its way down there.
I think that's a good way to say it. Yep. Definitely an Asgardian ladder.
Yeah. And so, and then this 8-foot being starts going down the ladder. So Kara makes her way down, and this dude is huge. He's 8 feet, like I said.
Yep.
And, but really skinny. Almost malnourished looking.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's how it is in the future, but yeah. And so...
and you can only see his spacesuit. You can't see...
His face.
His face.
Or anything like that. But as he turns towards our group, a caveman comes up from behind him and starts attacking.
Right.
But then he puts him down with this awesome collar thing. And they start running because they're freaked out. They're like, oh my god, we gotta get out of here. So they keep running until they get into this cave where there's like fire going on. There's the hoppers on the floor.
Yep.
And they see these cave people stabbing the cowboy guy.
Right. And they've also stabbed Hopper.
Yes, they've also stabbed Hopper. But we don't know that yet.
Right. Oh, you're right.
Right. But yeah, Taylor's like, go, go, go. I'll distract them. Taylor does a fairly good job of fighting these cavemen.
Right. But they're wild animals.
Yeah, but then they have like beast strength though. They have beast strength and opposable thumbs. Like just like monkeys are so strong.
Right.
So it's like in between a monkey and a gorilla, and they're so agile. But he does a fairly good job. He's using a rock. The first murder weapon ever.
And also keep in mind he's still got a broken hand.
But he has steel toe boots.
Yep.
That's gonna hurt. But they end up, it's too much monkeying around, and he ends up getting like gorilla stomped.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right? And then the other cavemen, they go after the girls, but they hide in this little alleyway.
Right, because it's in a cave and it's lit up for the movie, but you got to imagine it's darker than...
Oh, yeah, like The Descent.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know enough cave movies that I can keep referencing.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, so Kara, she ends up going back to check up on Taylor. He's on the ground. I really thought his face would be mashed potatoes by now. But it's not. It's, it's still a fairly cheap movie, so it's not mashed potatoes. The alien comes... And she's freaking out, but the alien totally ignores her and goes straight for the water.
Right.
And it looks like he's testing it.
Yeah.
Because then he has like a little Iron Man risk thing that like shows up little screens and all that stuff. And I don't know, it was pretty cool.
Predator vision.
Yeah, Predator vision. And he's just trying to leave. He sees Kara still crying over him. So he tries to take the body, but she's like, no, don't take his body, which that's understandable.
Right.
You don't want them to
giant alien taking your friend's dead body. Yeah.
Right, to anal probe him or whatever. But he essentially just tosses her aside and drags his body into the pool, and he's trying to calm her down with his hand, which I don't ever think is a good thing to do to a woman. Like, hey, calm down. Face hand.
Yeah, talk to the hand.
But, she sort of gets a feeling like it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And,
because he's not being at all malicious to her, he's just trying to keep her off of him.
Yeah. And he's trying to sort of put his entire body into the water.
Yeah.
So she could, now we know what we presume is heal.
Yep.
But, yeah. But then the caveman comes in, he starts fighting with the giant alien. And, Taylor wakes up, and she's like, oh my god, you're awake.
Right.
But the alien ends up getting outnumbered.
Right, swarmed by the caveman.
Yeah, because you also hear, his suit is not easy to move around in.
Right, and it's more of a searching suit. It is not a let's battle some cavemen suit.
Yeah, it's like a expedition suit.
Yeah. A searching suit.
But he ends up being defeated when they take off the mask.
Yeah, they pull off his mask and then he cannot breathe.
Yeah, because I'm presuming that there's bacteria in that cave that his body is not accustomed to.
Right.
It's the whole sneeze in a dinosaur's face. Right, I think that's the theory, right?
Yep.
But yeah, so he ends up actually dying. Kara goes to get the other girls, and they go back into the cave, and they're like, what can we do to help? And he just, he presses something on his wrist, Iron Man wrist thing, or the Predator wrist.
Yeah.
And it scans everyone's face, and then it just pulls up their history about them.
Right, it starts showing, like, old news clips.
About, like, the missing people.
Right,
it shows
sad their parents were.
Yeah. And then it goes into, like, what happened during the time of their life and why everything is the way it is now, because apparently, I guess we went to war.
Yep.
Or something.
We ruined the Earth.
But then there's also a Stephen Hawking's voiceover where it says we must keep pushing towards space because life, this planet cannot sustain this many people anymore.
Yeah.
And it goes into the project that they started, which was like a 15-mile long spaceship that was 2 miles wide or whatever.
Right. There's a big old triangle. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa.
Oh no, the triangle is like the space gate, the Stargate.
Yes.
The Stargate for fast travel. So they said that if you went through that little triangle thing, it would take you to Mars within hours instead of months.
Yeah.
Or was it year or months? Right? It's like 8 months or I don't know. I don't know space.
Hours is much quicker. Yeah.
And so I don't know if like at this time there's like multiple gates that they can use to like now hop around the universe. I still presume it was still like it's still an expedition leaving the solar system for another solar system, right? Because like I always wondered who's gonna build that bridge. But yeah, and so they're like, okay, so they take his now all the holes that were in the cave are all green. Right? There's no more like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Right.
Now they're all just green. Which now I think when you get to the end of the movie, you'll know why they're all green. But they end up taking the what's it called?
The ladder.
The ladder, the Mjolnir ladder. But first they put Furby's body into the water. Which, like, now they're totally skirting the rules between, like, this dude's been dead for a really long time. Is it really Furby? Now we're going into horror movie territory. Lazarus Effect movie.
Yes, this is the Lazarus pool, so that's what it is.
But Furby's been dead for a while, so is it going to be the same Furby? Is that what the second movie is going to be about? Furby just murders everybody? I don't know. But they end up putting Furby in there, but then they can't stay because all the cave people are still trying to kill them. But I really missed a part. Taylor goes further into the cave to look for Hopper.
Right.
And he finds Hopper stabbed, and then he looks into like the corridor where Hopper's sister is actually trapped in. This little time thing, just like the cowboy was. But this part was probably the coolest visual of the entire movie because it was almost like a video game type of cinematic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where there's like conquistadors and like cavemen fighting.
Right.
And then a little white girl running around. But then Hopper's like, no, leave me behind, give me the gun, I will hold them off as long as I can. Sorry, forgot about that part.
Yeah, and in the middle of it is a fountain.
Yes.
And so this is like, and that is technically they were looking for the fountain of youth, and they come across that was like, well,
that's the fountain.
It makes you live forever because time outside of this is moving so much faster. Yeah. And then also where the conquistadors and the cavemen that are fighting are moving so slowly compared to them that you're seeing that there's levels as you get closer to the fountain. The fountain, time gets slower and slower. Like there's more and more levels of this time trap.
To me, it's just like you never want to leave that time bubble because I feel like the moment you left it, now you're introducing your body into a whole bunch of different bacteria. The sneezing dinosaur effect. Yep. But yeah, so they make way for where they first saw the Mjolnir ladder. Right. They go to it. They're climbing up it as they're being chased by the cavemen. Yeah. Of course, Kara's first. Always first. But then, like, she gets to the top and there's, like, water. Yeah. Which is weird. And it also, like, freaks me out because it's like, you're going into, like, a unknown liquid.
Right, and they actually make that joke. It's like, do I go into the water or do we go back down where there's cavemen with spears and torches?
Yeah, water it is. But before she even has a choice, she gets actually sucked up, or not sucked up, but pulled in by more alien fingers.
Alien fingers.
And she's trying to fight it. She's even upside down trying to get back into the ladder, but one of the cavemen accidentally pushes the button for the ladder, and then everyone starts to fall except for Kara, who's been pulled up. And then as she's being pulled up, you see it's actually a wet and wild slide that she's being pulled up into. Yep. But before they can all fall, she comes out of it with the little tentacle ropes,
probes,
and basically saves it. I have to really cut it short here because we're getting close to our time limit. But basically saves everyone from the cave, pulls everybody in. Hey, he's like, don't worry. Kara comes out of it like freaking Tomb Raider. She's like, I got you guys, don't worry. And then sucks everybody up. They get into at the end of the movie. You see Furby, his body is being reanimated, wakes up into a spaceship.
Right.
He sees Earth. He's freaked out. Hopper pops up, freaked out as well. Then the whole group comes. They're like, hey, what's going on, guys? Sort of a big deal. Blah, blah, blah. And then you see Hopper's parents come up. Hopper's sister run to them. And this is where you get to the weird situation where now you're older than your actual parents. So
right.
They should not be able to send you to your room. Oh, man. But yeah. And then, it goes to the end of the film. We go through the little triangle thing, presumably going to Mars.
Right.
End of the movie. Sorry, I really rushed it there. Yeah, Kobe. So, what did you think about the movie when you watched it?
I didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
I just you suggested it. We picked it up. I started watching. Didn't watch a trailer or anything going into it, and it was just like I said. Kind of starts off like it's going to be a sci-fi bad original special effects kind of, and everything's CG and but really, I thought it was really well done. The acting was good. I'm especially the young sister. I could see her growing up to be
better.
Yeah.
Right? Or bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what did you think about the concept of them being pretty much in a time bubble?
It was an interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen it done like that.
Right. Yeah. When I first watched it, I really just watched it on a whim. Sometimes you're just going through Netflix and you're going through the sci-fi section. I'm like, all right, time travel movie. Okay, let's watch it.
Right.
Ended up being pretty. I think it was really well paced as far as the movie is. It's actually on the second watch, it was a lot shorter than I remembered it to be. Because I watched this a couple months ago. But yeah, it had a good air of mystery.
Right. Yeah, it definitely held the suspense.
Yeah, and it does, and the payoff at the end was really worth it. But the ending sort of made me want more. That's why I was really hoping that there was going to be a sequel to it.
Right. They go to Mars where there's dinosaurs and
aliens,
all the stuff that they pulled through the time.
Well, when a Hopper and Furby wake up into the room, they see two figures outside of their door, but they look like they have the hands that pulled up Kara into the vac, right?
Right.
So are they Martians or are they just evolved humans? And also, my other question is that really Furby, or is it is it a murderous
evil Furby clone kind of thing?
Well, not a clone, but is what they brought back really Furby?
Right, the Pet Cemetery. Sometimes you don't bring them back. Or whatever that line is that I just butchered.
They come back, but they don't come back right.
Yeah, there we go.
I actually just watched the remake of that. It was okay. It was alright. I mean, John Leguiza's in it. He's a really good.
And I really do like him. I have not seen the remake. So.
It's man. But Kobe, what are your favorite parts of the film?
Furby was great. I mean, he was. Even though he was a non-essential in the movie, he added a lot of levity to it.
Yeah.
And it was great because there was it got really serious when they're down there and they can't figure out things. It was nice to have that little bit of a break of silly Furby on his GoPro.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like just like the overall concept, I thought was just real interesting. Because I certainly did not expect Space Ladder to come down. You know, you're like, where is it going to go when they already know that basically the Earth is destroyed?
Right.
And they're trying to even decide if they should leave the cave. Where do you go with that? You know, how do you end this movie?
I mean, man, like, so as I was thinking about, like, the end of the film, I was like, are they, like, the last parts of, like, actual just normal, like, just regular humans?
Right? Yeah.
Because, like, even the guy that came into the cave, the alien, he was 8 foot, but he looked like he had a really frail body.
Right.
He wasn't as stocky. So now they're, like, now you have, like, hot Jackie. And, you know, Taylor, you know, he's a buff dude, you know, like, he's very good genes. I don't
Right, yep.
You know, so, I mean, like, and they say that they were a big deal now, so maybe it's because now it's like, but maybe they look at them like they look at cave, like how we look at cave, like Neanderthals, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Primitive beings, they have to use their mouth to talk. Like, you know, maybe at that time that everyone's just speaking telepathically. Who knows?
Right, because the guy... Yeah, because, I mean, certainly not English or...
Yeah,
the alien.
Martian.
Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, no, I did like the part 2 with Furby when he was doing the GoPro thing, because at first, you know, it's like, it's almost like watching a found footage horror film, where it's just like, you know, 127 hours with Furby, where he's just like, at first it's all happy-go-lucky, and then he gets more desperate, more dirty, more hungry.
Right.
Until his untimely death.
Yeah.
Air quotes. Kobe, so just go to rating, or...
Yeah.
Yep. Our rating system, guys, is... I really want to change it. I think we have to go to like a 5 one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either I'll figure it out next month, or yeah, whatever. So, guys, our rating system is going to be Stream It. I think we should really short. So, Stream It, DVD, Blu-ray, and Ultimate Box Collection. What do you think about that?
We'll just keep it like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because my mouth is getting tired of saying new DVD.
Right, because you'd be like, oh, use Blu-ray, we might as well just get a new DVD.
Yep, so you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Executive decision. We will be changing it to that 4, I guess.
Kind of off and on for the next year, because we already have episodes.
With the old review system. So wait, so we just do is Stream It, DVD, Blu-ray, and Ultimate Box Collection. Yeah. Right? Okay. So Kobe, what would you give this movie?
Oh, if I was walking around and I saw this like DVD in like bargain bin, I absolutely would just no-brainer pick it up. I think it would have to be bargain bin Blu-ray for me to get it. I'm not sure I'd go like a 1995 kind of $24.95. I don't see there being enough special bonus features or anything on it too. But definitely, I would definitely new DVD this.
New DVDs?
Yeah, this would be a fun thing to kind of show your friends. It's always kind of like my does it have replay value? Do I want to show my friends? That's kind of like...
Can you use this for a bad movie night?
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't mean a bad movie night. That's just what it's always been called.
Right.
We watch off-kilter movies.
We used to call it the Cole B movie night.
Yeah, I would definitely probably buy this just a DVD as well. Just because, like you said, I don't think there's gonna be enough like behind the scenes type of deals. Do you really need a director's commentary on this film? Not really.
Right.
But this feels like it would just be a fun movie to have in your time travel section of your collection.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun, it's lighthearted, without getting too serious. There's light action in it. There's no horror aspect, which I was really happy. Like, I mean, I guess time travel movies don't really have too many horror aspects to it. Right? But, one of the things that I was wondering is, as she's on top of the cave, right, at the end of the movie where she's about to rescue everybody, like, what happens to the layer? The layer between it being regular time and an old time.
Right. I feel like the water was supposed to kind of like...
Negate that. She gets sucked up, and then when she comes back and sticks her head down, it has been a
bit of time, and she is now familiar with the ship and
Right.
whatever's on the other side, because she definitely has that confidence. Like, it's okay, just come with me.
Well, like, also, but the things that pick them up, it doesn't decay like the rope does. Is it because it's moving at such a speed?
Maybe, or maybe that's because it's like
It's time proof.
Where because they did make that comment where the rope is like breaking because it is the friction of it rubbing on the rocks for 20 years, and it just eventually just breaks, and it's not really.
I was really hoping that they have some sort of time alloy.
But the latter could be time alloy.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So I mean, yeah, totally a definitely fun movie for you guys to watch. I hope you guys. I mean, just even just stream it. It's on Netflix.
Right? Yeah.
We're not asking you to buy it.
Definitely worth a watch.
I mean, you're already paying $12.99 a month for Netflix.
That's right.
You might as well watch some off-kilter stuff. That way, hopefully, on your new selections, it's gonna keep giving you weird movies. That you're just gonna be like, fuck it, gonna watch it.
Yep.
So hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I am Barry.
I am Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. You can check out our theme music. It's by Rosevere called Arcade Montage. It's on her Bandcamp. It's on our show notes. Give her a check out because she has a whole bunch of awesome music stuff.
Right, and support.
And support us, yeah. We're on Spotify, Stitcher, on iTunes. Hopefully you guys review us or
follow us and give us a review.
We're also on Twitter. We'll set up a Patreon eventually.
Right.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.